Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business here and start this reading off right with an oracle card just to test out the energy for the beautiful Taurus collective. Let's get a good shuffle here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about Taurus in mid-April. Okay, it is almost Taurus season, and I hope you're all doing well. Going on. And yes, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus from the Book of Answers. We're going to find you a page here, and as I've been telling all the other signs, this is a ton of fun. I've been having a lot of fun incorporating this. It's like a magic 8-ball on steroids, so please, if you have a yes or no question, keep it in mind until the end. But let's get this first card out here for you. We'll talk more about the Book of Answers when we get there. What's going on for my Taurus friends? Please. Thank you. Okay, so we have this Libra energy, which is an energy of balance. For some of you, it could just be a close connection with the Libra. Generally, I like when a reading starts off with this card, regardless of what you're going through. Now, before we fully dissect that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcupsoracle. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet. But into the reading we go. You see this individual. This card does remind me a lot of the Two of Pentacles, so maybe some of you feel like you need to make a decision, you're at a crossroads in life. But for some of you, this could just be about balance if you don't have a very prominent Libra in your life. Okay, you see the yin, you see the yang. It literally has the Libra sign on it. And generally, from what I know about Libras, they like to compromise. They like to make sure things are balanced and fair. So maybe some of you are in that mode in life right now. They're represented by justice. So something being fair could be extra important for some reason. But it is a balanced, smooth, easygoing card. So if you've been going through a tough time right now, this bodes well that things could start improving soon. So let's get into tarot. And as I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. That's just a little footnote. I do like having that there, though. It's a good way to start. Let's get a good shuffle here before we get you your first three in the upright. We'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. But yes, last week's reading, my friends, it was a little dicey. It was titled Beware of This Trap. So hopefully none of you have walked into a trap of some kind. But the main vibe it was making me feel was somebody waiting on another individual to mess up. Yes, there were other messages involved, but I felt like I had to highlight that message. So hopefully you haven't been going through dicey situations. The weeks leading up to that, there was a karmic energy in 2 previous weeks. So we'll see what we have this week. You know, energies are always moving, shifting, shaking in different ways. We're just looking at a snapshot here. Thank you. Okay, so we might have a little mystery afoot. We have the Moon card taking up position number 1, the unseen, the unexpected. For some of you, it could be a link to Pisces. Sometimes Cancer. Depends on the reader, I suppose. What we got here. Okay. Yeah, we have the 9 of Swords. There might be somebody very stressed, nervous. This is very stress-inducing. Interesting. Let's get one more here. Thank you. Okay, you're going to have a bonus because 2 cards popped out. We have the 6 of Swords on the back end. So we have a double dose of sword energy. And on the extreme back end, we have the 10 of Wands. Interesting. So there might be someone you're linked to, if not yourself, that is carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, that they might be going through it. And we'll go through this one by one. Luckily, like I said in the very beginning, we had this energy, so things can start improving. But real quick, I'll give you these classical meanings before we get the juicier intuitive stuff. Position number 1, we have the Moon card. Like I already said, that's a card that represents Pisces. To some people, it could represent Cancer. But the Moon, to me, is all about the unseen. Yes, it is psychic, so it could talk about your psychic gifts. You might be feeling extra tapped in emotionally to others around you. But when I see this, I just literally think of the unseen, the unknown, the mysterious, unexpected, surprising. So we really want to clarify this and see what it could be about. Now, moving further, we have the double dose of sword energy. That deals a lot with the mind. It deals a lot with the mental. And in the center with the 9 of Swords, this is someone who could be having sleep issues. So hopefully you're not having some insomnia, a tough time sleeping. Like I said, this could be someone you're linked to. They can't sleep at night for whatever reason, toss and turn in insomnia, nightmares, bad dreams. This is also a big card to me of the paranormal. So when we link this together with the Moon right next to it, some of you might be experiencing some paranormal situations, paranormal things. but it is stressful. This is anxiety. So watch your anxiety levels in this time. Moving to the very back end, we have the Six of Swords. Very good. Because when we have a card like the Nine of Swords, we want to see something like this. Moving forward, moving from a time of roughness into a time of calm. Moving out of the choppy waters into the calmer waters. Very good card of progress. So like I've been saying since the beginning, if times have been tough, times have been hard, even if you didn't go through a rough patch just yet, temporary. That's what this card says. Now, the Six of Swords could also be somebody that's not really paying attention to their responsibilities, so you got to watch out for anything like that in this time. I don't want to stick to all negative meanings. But on the very back end, we have the Ten of Wands. Watch your energy levels in this time. Don't put too much on your shoulders. This could be someone that's holding a burden or a guilt of some kind. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but I always feel like this is a warning about one's physical health, physical vitality. So when we combine it with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands showing up as well, you're going to want to take care of your vessel, your mind, your body, your soul, everything. So make sure you're not overdoing it. And yeah, watch out for issues with the neck, the back, the spine. I really want to dive deeper on this, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for my Taurus friends, please. Guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Moon card. I mean, I really want to clarify all of them at once, but we'll go step by step. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, or if you're trying to learn, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages or interpret these in any other ways, please feel free to share it down below with your collective. I don't mind. So why is this Moon here? We all learn together, my friends. Why is the Moon here for Taurus? Eight of Cups, yeah. A complete rejection of mystery. So you might have been feeling as soon as that Moon card came out like mystery, unexpected. Nah, not me. Like, I'm not accepting or bringing any of that into my life with the Eight of Cups in the upright. Now, for some of you, yeah, you might have had a fallout with a Pisces or a Cancer. Okay, that's for a slim portion of you. But to me, with this Eight of Cups and this Moon thing, it's like, I'm not interested in what I don't know. I'm not really interested in what's going on behind the curtain. Sure, I'd like to know, but I'm not going to indulge in any games or nonsense. That's what this is telling me, okay? For some of you, I'm still getting that eerie link to the paranormal. I really want to see what shows up under this Nine of Swords, but this is somebody rejecting the unexpected, rejecting games, rejecting nonsense. Like that Moon energy, that's not for me. Give me that sun. Give me the sun energy, okay? So we're going to keep it moving because that's just how I read it with the Eight of Cups and the Moon. Someone completely rejecting this Moon energy, okay? Like, give it to me straight type of vibe. So let's move over to the Nine of Swords. Then we'll keep going. What's going on here with that Nine of Swords? Let's see who's stressing out a bit. What's the Nine of Swords here? Thank you. Tower in reverse. Yeah, this is someone who might be very pessimistic. If there's any individuals in your life that are like always pessimistic, like no matter what you tell them, no matter what you talk to them about, they always seem to find the darker side of a situation or the dark side of things. You might want to put a little distance in the coming days and weeks because that might rub off on you, especially with the Moon here, the empathetic feelings I was talking about. The Tower in reverse. Now, sure, we could be talking about somebody who's stressing about a tower that's already happened, a tower that's already come through. The Tower is shock, it's awe, it's the unexpected. So once again, we're getting those vibes. This could be two separate people, I'll tell you that, because we have someone that might be way too invested, way too mentally, emotionally invested in the unseen, in the unexpected, and we have someone that's completely rejecting it. So I don't know if you're flip-flopping between those or if that's you and another person. Because, yeah, with the Tower and the Moon, even though this Tower is in reverse, to me, it does point to something that may have already happened. But, yeah, the Nine of Swords and this Tower in reverse, like somebody is averse to change as well. So I'm getting a whole bunch of different messages here, Taurus. Okay, but watch out for anybody who's way too pessimistic because that could rub off on you in this time. And, yeah, there could be somebody that is just a little fried, someone who may have gone through some Tower moments and they're holding on to a little baggage and trauma. So just beware of this. We're going to keep moving. This is absolutely like sort of a mental warning here. So in the beginning, we had the mind, body, soul. Like this one is more about the mental. Let's go on to the Six of Swords. Interesting stuff this week. Multiple little warning shots. Okay, what do we got here for Taurus? All right, yeah, we got Judgment in the upright. This is good. All right, yeah, Spirit really might take the reins and move something out of your life, even if you can't. That's the first intuitive thing I'm feeling here with Judgment under the Six of Swords. Like, if there's something or someone or a situation or a behavior that you can't quite let go of, you might not have a choice in the matter. Like Spirit, the guides, they might take charge and move something out of your life if it doesn't benefit you. That's just how that's feeling to me. Now, Judgment could be Spirit saying like, hey, you get in Six of Swords mode. You take the reins and move yourself into this Six of Swords energy. Move into those calm waters. Leave all that nonsense behind. So this is very interesting, but it is action. And I just want to say that, like, yes, we do have like explosive energy in the center. We have things going on, but this is action on the end, moving forward. Keep it moving, keep it pushing, okay? With the Six of Swords and Judgment. I mean, that's just what it is. It's change, okay? And there is tons of spiritual energy here from front to back. Things can and will get better. I'll just say that, especially if you've been having a rough go of it. For some of you, this could be very minor situations. For some of you, it might not even be hitting at all. It's all good. You take it how it hits. But if you're really going through a tough time, this back end bodes well and tells me that what we were talking about way earlier stands true. The Six of Swords with Judgment, things are going to move forward. So let's do a quick little recap here. I'm not going to spend a lot more time. We're going to get into the Book of Answers if you kindly look in the box. Position number 1, we have the Moon. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, in the upright, clarifying it. Somebody completely rejecting those Moon type of energies. Like, listen, I don't care about no mysteries. I don't care about the unseen, the unexpected. If someone isn't being forthcoming, front and center, and honest, I'm not playing games with that. But moving over, we have the Nine of Swords with the Tower in reverse. So it was giving me that vibe of either someone switching between stressing about the unknown, stressing about towers, to not caring. So it could be two separate people, or it could be you bouncing between both. But either way, I was getting feelings of someone being averse to change, or someone who might have a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma. This is nervousness, anxiety, not the best energy. However, we end off in a good mode. We have the Six of Swords with Judgment in the upright. I mean, it did give me that first intuitive vibe that Spirit might move something out of your life, even if you can't. So beware of that. There could be big changes coming. But it's that little kick in the pants, Spirit saying, like, listen, get into that Six of Swords mode. Purposely move into that Six of Swords energy, into those calm waters. You can do it. You know what you need in life. You know what you don't. So please take a screenshot of all that. Very powerful vibe, very powerful energy this week. And we're going to get your answer from the Book of Answers. Now, like I said, this is very similar to the Magic 8 Ball on steroids because of how thick it is. So if you have a yes or no question, think about it right now. Even if you don't have one, I'm just going to flip through. We're going to interpret whatever page pops out here because we're going to see what Taurus's answer is. What does Taurus need to hear? What is Taurus's answer? And we flip through the pages using our intuition here. What does Taurus need to hear? That's it. It says doubt it. So if you've been asking a yes or no question, that's the answer, but doubt it, 2 words. How can I expand on 2 words? You're about to find out. This is all about skepticism when I see this, okay? And I'll expand on it. So if you weren't asking yes or no question, this could literally be Spirit and the book saying like, hey, be very skeptical in the coming days and weeks. If somebody new pops up or a new situation, be on your P's and Q's because we did have the Moon, we did have Nine of Swords and Tower energy floating around. It's okay to not trust every individual or every situation that comes into your life. A healthy skepticism is a good thing sometimes. So I feel like that's what the main message is. If you were asking the yes or no question, you have your answer right there. But to me, this is about a healthy skepticism. So you might want to hold that moving through the week. Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give the details of the April subscriber surprise. For the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Everyday Witch Tarot. This is the deck that you see in my thumbnails. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card you associate yourself with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.